Welcome back, everybody. This is the Johnny Mare, and I am continuing with Resident Evil 2, the Claire B scenario. So my last episode, we did quite a few things, and one of the things that we actually did is we showed off Claire's alternate costume, and as part of that costume, she actually got a brand new gun, which was called the Colt SAA, and I actually had a viewer point out something very interesting about that gun. And I'll talk about that in a second after I take care of this liquor. God dang it. Usually, he's facing the other way. So I usually don't take a couple of hits from that jerk. But we're gonna insert our 2 red jewels into these busts here. Which, of course, is sort of a pun, that we have to put them on the bust of this woman. And we get a little cutscene here, which gives us access to half of one of the special items that we need to move on in the game. And that is the blue stone. So we actually have to find 2 different parts of this to combine together. So half of an animal is etched on the stone. Not sure what animal that is. I guess we'll find out once we actually find the other half. But getting back to the Colt SAA, that's actually the gun that Revolver Ocelot uses in Metal Gear Solid. The Colt Single Action Army, 6 bullets to kill anything that's alive. That's amazing! I totally did not make that connection. So thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you pointing that out for me. Now let's head through where we blew open this wall here. And we're gonna head into this office and meet with somebody that we really don't want to. But ultimately we have to. So this is the office of, as you might expect, the police chief. And he's got a body on his desk.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
You are very suspicious. Not for just the reason that we got that internal investigation for him saying that you have that sword pass, but also we heard her scream earlier in the game. So we know your story probably high there. Doesn't check out. That's a big stuffed animal. And why the heck are you sitting like a supervillain in a Bond movie with your back to the door? I guess to take any zombie that might come through the door by surprise. And also, that sounded like someone running. Okay, well, we'll follow you. Why the heck do you have a gun that looks all warped at the end? Huh, guess there's not anything in here. Because his gun was all like warped to the side when he would point it.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
Wow, she's very trusting.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Gratuitous butt shot. Are you talking about Mr. X? Because he's been stalking us. No, she's talking about something else. And we'll get to that as this progresses. But yeah, Sherry is very trusting. I actually have a new diary here, so I'll go slowly through that so you can read it. And I hope you didn't focus too closely on her neck, because during that cutscene there, basically her neck was kind of fading in and out during some of the angles, which is a part of the game. Kind of keep in mind this is pixelated graphics from the PS1 era. But anyway, this diary talks about the fact that basically the chief is been on edge as of late, and he's been taking it out on other people, and she's found out something secret about him. We can only imagine what that is. But we are going to continue onward now that we actually met up with Sherry. And that was the little girl we saw outside of the STARS office that we didn't save back then because I'm a jerk. No, because we didn't need to, and it would have just ended up wasting ammo. But let's head back into the chief's office and see if her and the chief are having a conversation. Looks like the chief got out of here with the mayor's daughter. I don't really want to know what he's doing with the body. But we do get another precinct key. That's awesome. And if we head back here, we can actually get his journal or diary. And now we find out what's going on with the chief. All of our suspicions are confirmed. He's been working with Umbrella, and he is basically bat crap crazy. He's decided that as this outbreak is happening in town, he's going to make sure that nobody survives in the police station or anyone in Raccoon City. So he's trying to basically set it up so that there's chaos and no one really knows what to do. Which is why when we read the earlier memo, they moved all the weapons around to different caches, making it very difficult to find them. And he takes pleasure in killing people. So chances are, it wasn't really a zombie that bit the mayor's daughter. He probably just killed her. And here we actually see that he's admitting to that. Yes, a very demented and, psychopathic guy. Now, also behind his chair here is a portrait. And there's a little switch below it. So we're going to click that. And this is where we need to place our special little items here. These are like the plugs in Leon's episode. We don't have to collect those in Claire's scenario. But we do have to find stones that have certain animals on them. It's an eagle, and other things. I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Even though it was just up there, and I should have been reading it, but didn't, because I've played this game so many times. I think it's a snake, an eagle, and something else. Maybe a tiger. But anyway, we're going to head back in here. We're going to head over to the other side of the police office and the police station. I'm gonna do some inventory management in the meantime. So I equipped my bow gun, and that's because we're gonna be taking on a hallway with a lot of zombies in very close proximity. And I also cleared out my inventory so I had some room to pick some stuff up, because we got a lot of stuff to pick up. So we're gonna head downstairs and we're gonna go through the last door that's on the lower level. Now you can head to the library up here on the upper level, and there's actually a red herb in there and another one of those stones that you need. But what happens if you head in there is that it'll actually activate a cutscene that'll release a bunch of zombies into the police station. And so if you bypass that and do that later, it'll actually make getting around the police station quite a bit easier. So here, auto aim with your bow gun, and yeah, take out a couple zombies, run forward, and take out the rest. And this is why the bow gun sucks. It takes 3 bolts for each shot, and as you saw with that one zombie, you're not guaranteed a death, even with using all 3 bolts. But we did get rid of those 2 pretty quickly, so it can still work. Basically only on zombies. I would not really use it for any other enemy in the game, because usually it'll just shoot over them. Is that zombie actually dead? Seemed pretty quick. I wonder if he got hit by a bolt. Oh well, looks like he's dead. Alright, but we're going to continue onward. This is over in the general vicinity of the office where we got the valve handle earlier in the game. If you remember from Leon's scenario, this hallway was filled with zombies. But again, we don't have to deal with that. So this is the last door for that particular precinct key. There is a red herb down here. And that door on the far left we cannot open yet, because we'll need the club key for it. Now we do not want to head into here, because all that's in there is some handgun bullets and a couple of liquors. So it is definitely not worth it to take them on just for some handgun bullets. And we don't really have a way to kill them too, so... Alright, so we're going to come in here to the interrogation room. Nothing suspicious about that room at all. We're going to grab the Eagle Stone, and we're going to get the heck out of here. This one has an eagle etched on it. Nothing suspicious. We'll just run by this big window. And I guess we should grab that first aid spray. We don't want to leave any items that we can pick up. And holy crap, it's a liquor. Who did not like us picking up that first aid spray. Apparently that was his. Or hers. Anyway. I like that. I like that it doesn't activate unless you pick up the first aid spray. That's so silly. Alright, back over here. Thankfully our mysterious janitor that's working behind the scenes has cleaned up all of the bodies in this area. And now we're going to head into the office area. So we have a few more zombies in here to take out. And then also we're going to use that combination to open up the safe. Now you don't have to kill all of these zombies, of course, because there is a lot of room to maneuver. But I'm going to kill most of them. You definitely don't have to kill that one on the ground there in the foreground, because that one will not move unless you activate it. But be careful, if you run over him, he will bite your foot. Alright, these guys are all dead. Nice. Now, there are some ink ribbons over there, but we don't really have the room to pick them up yet. So I'm going to leave them for now. Activate this guy, so we gain access to that little office there. This looks very similar to the other kind of office area. Again, executioner style. That we went into before to get the detonator and plastic explosives. So we get some handgun bullets. There are actually some herbs behind the desk here. But we do not... Well... Actually, we could pick those up. I would have to use the key first, though. The heart key only opens one door, and then you discard it from your inventory, so let's use that quick. So I'll discard that. That'll let me pick up the second herb in here. I can mix it, and then we'll open the safe and get what's in there. So much stuff in my inventory. If only we could get more inventory spaces. What a boon that would be. But do you remember the code, viewers? It's etched in my brain for the rest of time. 2236. We got acid rounds and a map. So definitely the acid rounds are what's worth coming this way. I mean, if you're playing this for the first time, the map can be helpful, but I pretty much know everything by memory. And I'll be back to grab these ink ribbons later. We will have to come back through here, because it's not a Resident Evil game if you're not doing backtracking. Now this is the hallway, where if you go into the library before you come this way, there will be a bunch of zombies. These shutters will actually go up, and zombies will come in through the windows. Oh, poor puppy. This is our first encounter with a dog. So just charge at it, wait for it to growl, and then shoot it. Now dogs are very annoying in this game, because they can take anywhere from 5 to 9 or 10 bullets. And there are more acid rounds back here. And they can be pretty fast, and their animation to jump at you gives them a little bit of an invincibility frame, and so they will actually do quite a bit of damage if they get a hold of you. Now fortunately there are no dogs down here like they were in Leon's scenario. So we are just going to pass right through here. There are a bunch of rooms, but we're going to go into those and pick up stuff later. Because our inventory is full, it's kind of irrelevant to do it now. And there are 2 more dogs in this area. We will activate them by running through, because there is a save room at the bottom of these stairs. And next time, what we're going to do is be reunited with Sherry for a little bit, and we're going to backtrack some and pick up a bunch of items. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all next time as we continue onward with Claire's B scenario. So long.